Hello, we are Calogger. Just an overview of the team members. I'm Kai. I worked on databases and the backend API.
Hello, my name is Aaron, and my main focus was the front end developing the mobile app core.
Hi, my name is Miguel. I also work on the mobile app, mainly focusing on the UI and the visualizations.
Hi, I'm Caleb. I worked on the backend API, doing authentication, infrastructure, and CI/CD stuff. So imagine you're just trying to improve your health, whether that's losing weight, building muscle, or just eating better. But every app you find either overwhelms you with options or locks the most useful features behind a paywall. That's the problem that we set out to solve with Calogger. In the market currently, the most popular app in nutrition tracking is MyFitnessPal, and as you can see, they offer 3 different tiers of subscriptions, with the most expensive being the Premium Plus, running you up around $25 a month. This is where our solution Calogger comes in. So Calogger is a free calorie and nutrition tracking app designed for everyday people who want to take control of their diet without barriers. Our goal is to create something simple, accessible, and powerful enough to support real health goals. So, for example, one of our users might be someone trying to lose weight. As a user, they want to track what they eat every day, so they can stay within a certain caloric deficit, and by extension, see real progress over time. Another user might just want to track certain macronutrients like protein intake, and they want an easy way to monitor that daily. Calogger supports both of these by allowing users to log their food, track calories, and monitor specific nutrients based on their personal goals. So features, yeah. So from the user standpoint, it's very straightforward. You create an account, enter your basic information like your height, weight, and goals, and then start logging your meals throughout the day. Our Calogger contains a very intuitive dashboard, as you can see, that updates in real time. Giving visual feedback on your progress as you log your meals throughout your day. It shows how many calories you have left, giving with this little diagram visualization right here. It also updates with your macronutrient breakdown as well, being proteins, fats, and carbs. And at its core, Calogger is essentially just trying to make health tracking easier and more accessible by combining powerful features like calorie tracking, nutrition breakdown, and progress visualization into a completely free app. We're trying to give users the tools they need to make informed decisions and improve their health overall. And hopefully by the end of this presentation and our demonstration, you'll come to the same conclusion as us that Calogger is effective in accomplishing all that.
All right, say you're a new user, so you want to lose weight. This is the first thing you see when you open up our app. We'll hit get started here. We want to lose weight, so we'll select that. We'll do the recommended, which is lose 1 pound per week. And then we got information that's needed here that you need to put so we can calculate the numbers correctly. So you lose 1 pound per week. So we'll just put male, age 23. We'll do a height 5'5". Current weight, let's do something like 200. We don't know body fat. Most new users won't. We'll do a goal weight of 130 pounds. We'll say we're lightly active. We do a couple days at the gym. We'll put that in there. All right, so now this is the important page right here. These are the numbers that you need to follow so you lose a pound every week. So that means every day you got to eat 2,015 calories, and if you eat that every single day, by a week you should have lost a pound. And this is like the big important stuff, is that this is what you use to lose weight. All right, now that we made a new account, let's say we want to log a food that we ate earlier in the day. We'll go here to add. We'll search up, let's say we ate chicken. If I can spell that correctly, we'll get chicken in here. Perfect chicken. We'll say we ate 3 servings of chicken, 330 calories, 75 grams of protein. We add that to our logs. So then now we want to see the food that we have logged. We go here to the food log page. Here it shows up, shows much, how many calories, how much protein, and it sees it right here. But let's say now we want to log a food that doesn't show up in our thing right here. We'll go to my foods. We'll create a food. Let's say I ate oats that aren't showing up on here. We'll say it's a serving size of 1. Say oats was 150 calories, and this other stuff I don't really care too much about, but let's say it was 5 grams of protein, and we'll just put Quaker was the brand, even though that's not needed. So yeah, we'll have this food. We'll add it right here. Now it shows up as a custom food, which we'll say I ate 2 servings of oats. We add that to our log. We go back to the food log page. Now it's there.
Hello, so let's say the user's been logging their foods and tracking their progress for a while. Let's say they want to see some feedback on it, see if they're making progress towards their goals. So here you can see we have a hydration tracker where you can just check your hydration with easy common numbers as well as customs. um, Here you can see we have a weight tracker where you can see your current weight, where you started at, and what your goal is. You go into the bigger details, you can see it over a longer period of time, as well as this is where you will log the weight for when you've lost weight. So yesterday we were 205. Yeah, adds another point to the graph. So you can see here. Another feedback we have here is our weekly report where it tells you the average calories you're eating per day of the week, the weekly total, and how many days you've been on target. I have a click here where you can just see the information with a little bit more information. And here we have a 7-day trend where you can see the trends for your calories and macros over, of course, the last 7 days. See if you're hitting towards your goal, which are these lines here on the graphs. If you want more details, you can see stuff like sodium and sugar as well, along with deeper information up to 90 days. And that's what we have for visualizations. And another thing we have here on our dashboard is you can customize it. So let's say the user doesn't care to see their hydration or their streak, and they want to move the weight tracker up above because it's more important to them. You do that here, change the dashboard just the way you like it. Next thing I'm going to take you through is our plan page. So our plan page here will just show you the daily plan up front here with the targets all here, as well as the meal that you have scheduled for that day. So here we have a dinner meal scheduled. Click on it here, you can see we have the steak. Let's say we want to add some fries to it. Just get one serving in, check it in, schedule it for Wednesday, which is today. Tell you it's scheduled. You come here, and you'll see them both scheduled here. You want to add it to the log, fries here. Pretty sure we already have steak added. We do. So you can see here, and it updates all the macros for the day. You click on this edit plan page if you want to edit how much. Let's say Wednesday it's 2,000. Let's say we actually want 2,500. Put that in here. Protein 200, fats 80. Let's save it. Go out, and it's updated here.
Now, to give you all an overview of our tech stack and architecture, firstly, we used React Native on our front-end mobile app development. It's a cross-platform TypeScript framework that works for both iOS and Android. This front-end mobile app then makes queries to our self-hosted back-end server, which is made up of 4 core components, the first of which is a REST API server written in Golang with just the basic HTTP package. We don't need any more than that. The second of which is a Postgres server with the timescale DB and PG vector extensions for a vector column and some time series indexes that speed up some of our visualizations. Now, the third thing that we have on the back end is a OWAMA server, which is simply used to generate vector embeddings for some of our foods to do sentiment analysis on them, and basically just to get a general sense of what types of food a user likes so we can recommend them similar ones in the future. Lastly, we have our GitLab runner on the back end. This just runs a suite of tests every time we deploy domain or make a new merge request, and it just helps make sure that like everything's running properly as it should. Now, as Caleb probably mentioned, our backend is entirely designed to minimize our upkeep costs so we can keep things free for users. As such, the server is, as I mentioned, entirely self-hosted on our own server that we maintain the hardware for, meaning the only upkeep cost is power. There's no AWS fees, anything like that. Additionally, for all of our food data, we use no external APIs. For any of it, we have collected and coalesced open source food data and imported it into our database, so there's no charges from using an external API. Now to give you a little breakdown of our software practices throughout this project, we primarily developed an agile style with sprints for alpha, beta, prototype, and final, using GitLab to track all of that through the issue boards. By the end of the 16 weeks, we had 132 issues completed, 500 commits, and 200 tests in our test suite to make sure that everything functioned properly. And for our user studies, we had 12 users participate in a formal user study to help us get feedback on what we could do with our app. All right, now we just want to give a thank you for listening to our presentation. Hopefully you like the apps. Hopefully it's something you would try. And then we also want to give a special thanks and acknowledgement to our professors who helped us out and our TAs. And that's about it, but thank you.